community with love between you and me. Good morning to all my family. Morning to all the ones I meet along the street. I just have to look and greet. Greeting my people with that smile. Good morning, neighbor, you feeling fine? Hope all is well today. Simple things we forget to say. Has the love truly gone away? No way, today, not today. Morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, morning. Good morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Good morning, morning, neighbor. Morning,
Wow, good day. Very, 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 very strong words. Good morning, neighbor. But I call them great Chukadal. I have a history with them. Wendell have been my personal mentor and friend, and let me give you a basic talk about Wendell. If I know media, he was the first person who taught me how the media works. So Wendell, I show you shock, I'm on radio. Yes, I'm on radio. So if I'm here, you taught me, so you was a good mentor. You taught me well, Wendell. I want to use that terminology. I want to know how I love Wendell Manoran as a friend. And when I meet him, to respect I have for him, I can use that terminology. I get gaga for him. He would know what I mean by gaga. I get gaga. That's what the respect and love I have. I'll tell you why. When nobody else saw me, he did, and I will never forget that, Wendell. And that's why when I meet you, I get sentimental. That's why my gaga get crazy. I remember the lessons you impart to me, and just know it was well received and well noted. And today, I'm on media with your stewardship. I got here. Thank you, Wendell Manwarren, Chikadal, Good morning, neighbor. If only we hear that song, Good morning, neighbor. What a society this can be. With that being said, I have a guest, somebody that I like. Well, let me not say it too hard. I might get licks, I don't know why, but she's really expressive. I love her expression. Carleen Wells. How are you?
Good morning. I am fine. It's a pleasure to be here on Street 91.9. Good morning, Treldon. How are you?
Yes. We have a history where we go. That is part two. Just we'll get a part two next
Yes.
time. Mr. Clint Thomas.
Yes, good morning.
Yes.
Mr. Treldon, and well morning to the listeners also.
Thank you so much. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Carleen, wow. I mean, great voice, people. Great voice. She's somebody that I'm personally working with, and we have a working friendship whereby we're doing collabs together in studio and songwriting and so forth as that. Carleen, tell me, who is Carleen?
Carleen Wells.
Yeah, who's Carleen? I like first name. I like to be informal. In case I don't know me, I hate formal. I want to go informal. Who is Carleen?
Okay, Carleen Wells is a...
Carleen Wells, yes, Carleen Wells. Yes.
Carleen Wells is a simple girl who grew up
Yes.
in Belmont.
Yes.
I started singing secular music in the world. I won the Junior Calypso Monarch
What
in
year?
1989. Yes, and my dad,
Yes.
he's
Who
deceased
is?
now.
Who is name? Give me
Cedric
name.
Pierre, the mighty chiller.
What's his song?
Yes, he was my mentor, and he wrote all my music for
Right,
me.
okay.
I sang in Junior Calypso Monarch. I sang in the Song Festival.
Yes.
I came third place with Roger Bootman's composition. I also sang in the Young Queens competition.
Wow, tell me about that.
Well, that's in the days with Denise Plummer.
I
May
love
she
Denise.
rest
I
in
didn't know
peace.
her, but yeah.
I sang at Young Queens and placed third place.
Yes.
I placed second place.
Yes.
I also sang in most of the Calypso tents,
Yes.
like the Kitchener tent.
Wow,
that was
Kitchener,
years
wow.
ago. I don't know if you
Yes.
remember the Mecca tent.
I don't have that history.
That was done on Movie Tongue. I sang
Right,
at the Mecca tent.
Then you're here a long while, Carleen.
Yes,
Wells.
that Carleen
You're
was.
here quite a long while. But I heard you have Asia roots. What's the tell me about Asia?
Okay.
Let me go deep.
We going deep.
Never mind the business.
Okay, I've traveled to Japan and
Yes,
Malaysia.
what you
That
really
was a
dance?
couple years ago when
Yes.
I did my first CD with Engine Rooms production with
I remember them.
Robin Foster.
I remember them.
Yes, so I had my all girls band formed called Shebang.
Okay,
And
yeah.
we got a contract to go to Japan for 6 months. So I performed at Kokoloko, Shinjuku in Japan with my all girls band and 3 times we performed in Japan. Then I also went to Malaysia and
How long
performed.
you stay there?
Malaysia was for like 4 months.
What you doing there for so long?
Well, in Malaysia, I did not went with Shebang. I went with a guy who used to play with Destra's band, Ricardo, but he's deceased now. The keyboardist, past keyboardist. We both of us performed at Malaysia for 4 months at a club called Modesto's,
Okay.
and it was really wonderful.
Colleen Wells, I know that you're into gospel. What brought you back to God? I use the word brought you back to God. What brought you back
Okay,
to God? You mean God house. What brought you back there? What brought you
Okay,
back there? Tell me.
I grew up in church, actually.
What about church you grew up in, girl?
Yes, I grew up in Seventh-day Adventist
Excuse
church.
me, Adventist, so you're Adventist, okay. But I have history there too, you know. I grew up in an Adventist home too.
yes.
Our next story.
Well-
I'm not going there today, but I grew
Yes.
up in an Adventist
Adventist,
home.
okay,
I remember here, Colleen,
Okay,
Adventist.
so what happened
Yes.
is when I was 16 years old, I
Yes.
remembered very well my mom, Glenda
Yeah.
Wells, she told me to come and get baptized at 16 years.
Wow.
And that is when I actually left the church because I said, Carlene, at 16 years to get baptized, you will be missing out what the world have for you. And I find I was too young. But that was a lie from the pit of hell, of course. Well, let me go a little further. When I performed in Japan a couple of years ago, I performed and I have a daughter. I was living in a common law union with my daughter and my common law husband. When I came back from Japan, I was in some difficulties home where I had to leave home, all right? Leave home and I was on my own. And my daughter was with her father. And when I was out there on my own is when I remember the Lord now. Like
Right.
when you're by yourself.
What brought that? What brought that change?
Because of what I was going through. I was going through a period where I left home. I was not with my husband again because of circumstances that happened when I came back and I was on my own. I didn't know where food was coming from. Nothing. So at that time, the place was quiet and I remembered God. But you see, the
Right.
thing about God is this. He always calling us and talking to us, but the places be so noisy. So sometimes I believe He allow us to get in a quiet place
Colleen,
to call us.
I have been following you on social media. If people know Colleen Wells, she's very much active on social media. Always posting, singing. Something she always posting. Always posting something very positive. Love it about your posts. Colin Wells, I know that you come back to God and you are a gospel artist.
Yes.
Tell me about that because I want to know what
Okay.
made the transition. Yes, you came back to God.
Yes.
Why did you want to come back to
Okay,
gospel?
so what happened is
And
when
you told me a statement what gospel does to you.
yes,
Say
well,
that statement.
when I was in that
Yeah.
quiet place, I told God, you know what? I'm tired of everything. I just don't want to sing anymore. I want to sing for you now.
That's powerful.
I want to sing for
That's
you. And then
powerful.
what happened is I end up going into a church
powerful.
called Walk in the Spirit Ministries
yes.
with Pastor Gary Grant.
Yes,
so
yes.
while I was there, Pastor Gary Grant asked me to come and worship. I don't know nothing about worshiping.
You have a good voice, you know.
So I went
Yeah.
and started worship.
You have a
And-
very good voice.
Thank you.
Very good voice.
And what happened is
Yeah.
when he said, Carlene,
Yeah,
you used to
Carlene
sing in the
Wells, yeah.
world before. Why don't you do a gospel song? I was like, really? I said,
Yeah.
well, he said, how you never do it? I say, it's just God's timing. And we decided to go in the studio. And that's when I did my first gospel song. And the song was entitled, I Only Sing For You. And
could you find it on YouTube?
Yes, you can get it. there.
Okay,
I Only
cool.
Sing For You.
All right.
That was
Let me
my
talk
first
to
gospel.
Clint Thomas. Let me hear about you. Tell me, give me a brief background. Let me mind your business. Tell me about your background.
Well, I used to work for at Synergy TV.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so,
Yes.
Lighting.
Okay, cool, yes.
Synergy TV. I used to work there. And, I think, well, I'm also a writer. Writing gospel now. I
That's
never
good.
what's any
That's
soca
good.
music. So,
That's
but
good.
a gospel writer.
Congratulations.
Yeah, trying, to that.
Yes.
And I always thought I could have done it. I always used to listen
Yes.
to what they're singing and how
That's
they
true,
write,
yeah.
how their song constructed. And at a time I was in a concert and was the cameraman on stage and, for me, the energy that I get was the artist was getting, and I felt that on the stage. And I said to myself, I want people to be getting on like that for Jesus.
Yes. Oh, boy,
But feel it for Jesus.
yes, you're sung like me.
Wow,
You're
wow.
sung like me, boy.
Awesome, awesome.
You're sung like me.
Yeah, you know, and
You actually hit the nail there. You're smart. You're real smart.
you know, so I say, well, okay, all right.
Yeah.
What people would like for soca music.
Yeah.
Let me see what people would feel for
Yes.
for gospel
yes.
music.
Yes.
And I put myself like in the crowd and what I
Yes.
would want to hear.
Yes.
Because I guess what you would want to hear is what
Yes.
everybody would want,
Yeah,
everybody else
correct,
would want to
yes.
hear. You know, so and that's how I transitioned to
And I've been told you do studio work. Can you tell us about your studio?
CWG Studios.
Tell me what it means.
Well, it means connecting with God.
Excuse I can.
Yes. Well, actually,
Well
CW
connected, you know?
CW Studios have just been opened a couple months ago.
Yes.
That's our studio, my studio,
Yes,
CW
yes,
Studios, and it's
yes.
on Park Street, and
Yes.
it means connect with God. Actually, that is where I did my first song,
Which is?
Hypocrites, which we will be playing very soon.
And I'm not going to say nothing about that. I want no backlash.
And-
I should play the thing when I want to play it. But Kyle, leave it for now. Leave it there. So tell us about that song,
See-
Hypocrite.
Okay.
I mean, what I'm saying, Hypocrite. Tell me about that
No,
song.
since
Give me the details.
Hypocrites has just been released just a couple days ago on
Yes.
YouTube. You can find it on YouTube.
Yes.
And actually the feedback that I'm getting from it is a lot of people is loving it, but it seems that it may be a little controversial.
Controversial, say the word.
I'm trying to find the word.
Controversial, say the word. That's the word. Controversial,
Well, the
yes,
reason
say
why
that.
I'm saying that is because of I think like maybe people feel that it have a part in the song say throw them aside and burn the
Well, I asked
hypocrites.
Colin Wells, what inspired the song? What made you to write about
Okay.
what transpired?
Okay.
Give me the details.
Okay, actually, Hypocrites
yeah.
is a song I wrote a couple years ago. I did not finish it. I was with my daughter and my son, and I was going through some problems at home, and I was trying to get a job and all of that. And every time I go, I was getting the feedback I was getting is nobody didn't really want to help, and I was on my own, and I started to see them as hypocrites.
Oh God.
And that is when I started to write that song. No, listen,
yes.
I want people to know where the song came from. And
who finished it?
and what happened is I didn't
Yeah.
finish it. And a couple months ago, I said, Carleen, you see that hypocrite song?
Yeah.
You got to finish the
You
song.
pull it.
And I pull it.
Yeah.
And I started, I said, Lord, just give me, and I asked God to
Words.
inspire me because I
Wisdom.
always like God to give me wisdom and give me the words. So hypocrite is really about us. I have to say us, we as human beings, seeing, you know, what goes on to us to check ourselves, because I always tell people that what you do in private,
It comes out, yes.
it is important.
Yes,
What you
comes
do in private is the same thing you do in public,
yes,
so that
comes
you
out.
won't become a hypocrite.
No
So it's a
matter
song
what,
to see the light,
yes.
you know?
Who produced this song? I want to talk about that person. Who produced the song? Give me details.
Big up, I want to big up Luja and the Gifted right now. And
say
I want
that again?
Luja and the Gifted and
And
Luke.
who's the person? Give me
Luke
the person.
Samuelson, who is also my nephew.
Oh, you're preaching, girl.
Okay,
You're preaching.
so Luke, if you're listening, Luke
Nice,
Samuelson,
Luke.
big up.
I
He
have
did
to
a
talk about
one.
Luke was what? Luke is the. What about this? The mastermind who put me and Angie
Wow.
together. But he ain't know what he do there. He ain't know what he
Careful
do
what
there.
you're saying on
He
here.
created a bacchanal.
Careful what you're saying. You're okay.
He ain't know what you do there. Look, boy, you put Treldon, Layne, and Angie together.
Treldon, careful what the words you're saying. Okay, all right.
But Carrie, it's just love,
I know,
love.
it's
But the
love,
boy,
it's
Luke,
love.
Luke is a good one. Luke.
I want to big up Luke right
Good
now.
one, Luke.
Yeah, yeah.
And we are very, very good friends. That's why I appreciate
He did a
yes.
wonderful job on
Yes,
that
yes,
song. When
yes.
you hear it, he did a
Yes,
wonderful
yes,
job.
yes.
And I also want to big up
Yes.
Radio City Online.
Radio City, yes.
Because they are connected with CWG Studios. I want to big up DJ Future Songs and Radio City Online.
Colleen, could you introduce your song to us, please?
Okay.
Introduce it.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Give me the broadcast.
91.9. Get ready for
Yes.
the new release of Hypocrites by Colleen Wells. Hypocrites, run the track, DJ.
Oh, na na na, yeah. Oh, na na na, yeah. Oh, na na na. Just the other night, me sit down in my room, feeling like if my life it's in a tomb. watching my son and daughter by my side. Now the tears done roll down my eye. All me want to do is just to make a dollar. Don't look at me wrist, don't look at me collar. You call me your friend and you call me sister, but you know good you are deceiver. Them a talk about this and them a talk about that. Throw them aside and burn the hypocrites, cause them are no good. All of them is fraud. Them a pretend them harder than wood. Them a talk about this and them a talk about that. Throw them aside and burn the hypocrites, cause them are no good. All of them is fraud. Them a pretend them harder than wood. They watch you in your face and give a dirty smile, filled with disgrace and the mama guy, yeah, telling you everything that is a lie. False pretenders on every side, walking with their head right up onto the ceiling. You could see all the wolf in the sheep clothing, making enemy everywhere that they passing, talking to me without a feeling. Them a talk about this, them a talk about that. Throw them aside and burn the hypocrites, cause them are no good. All of them is fraud. Them a pretend them harder than wood. Them a talk about this, them a talk about that. Throw them aside and burn the hypocrites, cause them are no good. All of them is fraud. Them a pretend them harder than wood. Every day I praying and reading my Bible, trying not to get myself in any trouble. Blessed are the pure in heart and the humble. Them Pharisees, them trouble. Say I buy a new car with me little money. All me ever see is jealousy and envy, appearing to be righteous and holy, but them corrupt them not for fool me. Them a talk about this, them a talk about that. Throw them aside and burn the hypocrites, cause them are no good. All of them is fraud. Them a pretend them harder than wood. Them a talk about this, them a talk about that. Throw them aside and burn the hypocrites, cause them are no good. All of them is fraud. Them a pretend them harder than wood. Matthew 15:7. Ye hypocrites, you people draw it nigh unto me with your mouths.
All right, please the backdrop. Cool, Colleen. Well, nice. So actually, when I first heard this song, I was like, wow, good song. So I remember you sent it to me and I did call you
Yes.
back. And Colleen,
Yes.
I want you on. Call you one time.
I say
Welcome
I
down.
say I wonder if he's a hypocrite, but
Can you see? Yeah, actually, like, what's my bad?
no, let me tell you something. Oh gosh, let me tell you something. Eyeliner. It's 3 days now. 3 days now. The song released.
Yeah,
you all
yeah,
can
yeah.
find it on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
We have another video coming for it. The real video. There's just
Yeah.
a
saw
promo
the video, I saw
video.
the video, real
But
dancing.
the response is
Yeah.
people are loving it. So
is,
y'all
yeah.
go check out YouTube. Carlin Wells Hypocrites. People are loving it. And my social media on Facebook and Instagram and on TikTok.
So what is new for you? I think you have plans for next year carnival. Tell us about that.
Next year carnival.
Tell
Okay,
me about
excuse
that.
me. Excuse me.
Chuck me.
You said carnival. I'm a gospel artist.
Yeah,
eh?
but the bad class. The bad class.
Oh, hello. No. Keep that alone now,
Okay,
please.
fine.
Let me leave that song.
Fine.
All right,
Fine.
but right now we are in the studio with Clint. We are going to do
Yeah.
we are going to do some new music. We are working on two other artists at the studio right now. Clint will be producing them. Luke will be also producing them, and I am also working on some new songs also. Yeah.
So that's what you say to us in conclusion. I'll go with you for Skyline.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me here, and I
Order.
want to thank the Almighty God,
Yes,
because if
Lord,
it wasn't for Him, none of this would be possible. You know, so I want to give Him all the thanks and give Him all the praise. And I just want to, I always want to encourage people, you know, like other artists and everybody. Let's continue to walk in love. You know, let's continue to see the light, because all I want to do is to let people see the light. You know, because light is the thing that covers darkness. You know, and continue to walk that way.
Oh, Brother Clint. Call you Brother Clint there, no?
Well, I've been called. They call me that too sometimes.
Yeah,
You know?
what you
So I accept, because we are all brothers and sisters.
correct, yeah.
You know, so well, I want to thank God, give God thanks also, because you know we can't stop give God thanks. We got to give
And
God
the song,
thanks for
when
everything.
you stated earlier, sing anything. Listen to that song again.
Yes.
Right is to give God some
God
praises.
thanks and praise.
Colleen,
Amen.
I show you will testify about that.
Yes.
Give Him praises.
Give Him
And
praise.
trust me,
Yeah.
the surplus, the wealth, everything else, the community is right proportion.
And
Yes.
right now, when you see what is going on right now, I
Societal,
think
yes.
that now is the time for people to get closer to God. I always tell people there's nothing to lose, it's only to gain. And with what's going on now, I want to encourage people to get closer to Him. And we can, the more we pray, we can fight this. We can fight this.
And
Plenty of closing statements.
and I just want to add on to that. I mean, it's like always keep remembering Him,
Yeah.
trust Him.
Yeah.
Because as you say, without Him we are nothing.
Why is trust important, Clint?
Trust is important because you have to have faith.
Yes.
You also have to have faith, and faith is, faith is everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes, faith, and that's a very important word to me. See, faith is very important to me, and I would like everybody to always have that faith also and keep it. And also the song Hypocrite, play it on the radio, let people listen, like touch people.
All right. Cool.
Because certain, if I want to say certain, the people, they do just play once.
I hear you.
So we just wanted to just touch people.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But
just wanted to
I
touch people.
will have a talk to the program director and see what they say.
Yes.
Because they're the one who have to approve songs.
Amen.
Yes. Yeah.
So we had a good time with the interview. Can you play the song? And let's put the song and Colleen.
Once
Wells,
again,
and Clint.
thank you.
I really
It's been a
enjoyed
pleasure.
it.
It's been a
Yeah.
pleasure,
Yes,
Treldon.
yes.
You're somebody like us.
Yes.
You have a good love. I will sisterly love.
Yes.
Never get it right. She's of price. Sisterly love. Yeah.
Yes, get it straight. Tell them
Yeah.
get Yes, we
I
are.
play it safe. I play it safe.
Yeah, Treldon, you've been a very good inspiration to me, and you are a wonderful person with a wonderful heart. So I want to big up, what's the name of the program? I want to big
Soul
up
Speaks Out Show,
The
yeah.
Soul
Thank
Speaks
you.
Out, and Treldon, you continue to keep up the good work. You're going far and you're going
And
places.
you're not much different yourself, you know?
Thank you.
We are working together, and that's all I will leave it at that.
Okay.
So she's not much different herself. All wrong, beautiful, and she's a good looker too, you know, yeah? She's look good at all, yeah? Oh, God,
The
Let's
program
take a
speaks for itself.
Look good at all. If I let's see Colleen well, you say, why this girl looking good?
Tell them behave, All right. Behave yourself.
Anyway, let me close. I'm putting the song.
You're listening to the Street 919 FM, your destination for the best music around. All the hits and timeless classics on the Street 919 FM.